organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up today on Daily Iowan TV, Rideshare, a program changing Iowa City. And find out how the UI is offering a new way to earn a master's degree.
Iowa football is about to be back in practice mode before the bowl game, plus a look at how Iowa cheerleading is progressing with a strong male presence.
All this and more is coming your way. This is Daily Iowan TV. Good morning and thanks for tuning in to the Friday edition of Daily Iowan TV. I'm Noah Gowdy. The UI Rideshare program has been gaining a lot of traction since it was introduced this past fall. The UI Rideshare program is connecting staff, faculty, and students with community partners. The program launched in October and has gained hundreds of users. The goal of this program is to cut down on greenhouse emissions by 25% before 2025. To learn more about the program, pick up today's copy of the Daily Iowan. A jury has reached a verdict in the Charleston shooting trial. The shooter Dylan Roof was found guilty of 33 federal charges after last year's shooting at Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church in Charleston, South Carolina. 9 churchgoers were killed in the shooting back in June of 2015. During the next stage of the trial, a jury will determine whether Roof should be sentenced to death or life imprisonment. The trial will begin on January 3rd. The Outreach and Engagement Office assigns themes to each semester to encourage faculty and students to collaborate on one common subject. The theme for spring semester is Our Lives Online. Alexis Tanzi has the story.
In the spring of 2015, the Provost's Office of Outreach and Engagement started assigning a theme to each academic semester. The program was designed to get students, faculty, and community members to work with one topic and bring different insights about the subject chosen. Our Lives Online is the theme for next semester.
What we're looking for is as many different ways of approaching technology as we possibly can.
There are events and activities planned to get students and faculty involved in the theme. Some of these will be interactive activities and others will have guest lecturers come in to speak about the topic. There are also several different courses offered to get students and faculty working together to gain perspective on the theme of technology. Theme.uiowa.edu has more information on theme semester and more ways to get involved. Technology plays a huge part in our everyday lives, so Our Lives Online is the perfect theme for spring. It will be exciting to see how this theme impacts our campus next semester. This is Alexis Tanzi, Daily Iowan TV.
Well, I for one have not been enjoying the cold this week during finals, and I'm really excited to hear what's going to be happening when we get around to Christmas time. So let's send it over to Lauren O'Mackle, who's in the studio, to give us more. Lauren?
Yeah, Noah, looks like the weather is really, really bitter right now, and it's very chilly. Definitely have your hat, gloves, scarf, everything that you need. And it looks like the cold is going to be sticking around through the rest of the weekend. Those who have finals today, be sure to bundle up and brace yourself for some snow because we do have a 40 to 60% chance of snow all day. This afternoon, we're going to be in the low 20s, but it's going to feel like a chilly 9 degrees with some overcast. Later this evening, expect a little less than an inch of snow, but the temperature is going to feel like 12 degrees. Tomorrow, for anyone that is graduating at Carver Hawkeye Arena in the morning, the weather is going to be in the upper teens and it's going to feel like 6 degrees. Taking a look at the rest of the week of winter break, nothing but sunny skies in the mix. The high temp is going to be the high temp of the day is going to be around -3 degrees on Sunday, but it's going to feel as low as -33, so I recommend staying indoors. But leading up to the Christmas Eve, we are going to be in the high 20s and low 30s. Coming up in around Sunday of Christmas Eve on the 24th, there are going to be a chance of some sleet and rain and snow, but hopefully Santa Claus can get through that day, but he's got Rudolph, so he's going to be all good. But that's all I have for the weather studio. Noah, back to you.
The College of Education is moving towards online schooling for their master program students. Last August, the College of Education was looking at offering a master's program to practicing teachers that want to continue in the classroom. Teachers who participate in this course must be licensed in the state, and by taking this course, they will learn how to be a leader in their building and district as well as cultural competency. Teachers can begin and work on the course at their own pace.
What I most look forward to with this program is that practicing teachers continue with their lifelong learning, and that here at the University of Iowa we're able to contribute to that in meaningful instruction so that they then are able to better instruct their own students.
This course will be opening in January as a way for teachers to continue learning. For those hoping to watch the Outback Bowl at Raymond James Stadium, you should get those tickets soon. UI athletic officials say over 80% of the UI's allotted tickets have already been sold. They say as of yesterday, over 6,900 of the allotted 8,500 tickets have already been sold. Ticket seekers can find them at hawkeyesports.com. For those who have already purchased tickets, they were shipped out yesterday and can be expected soon. Well, I, for one, am very excited to see the Hawkeyes compete in the Outback Bowl on January 2nd. Let's send it over to Taylor in the sports studio to find out more. Taylor?
Thanks, Noah. I'm also so excited. I'll actually be moving to North Dakota the day of the bowl game. Sad, I'll have to listen to it on the radio or something. Well, as we just said, in the semester's coming to an end, Iowa football still has one more task at hand for this season at the Outback Bowl against Florida. While the team hasn't practiced much in the last week due to finals, tonight they get back to work as they are focused on winning this bowl game.
Basically, we just kind of have in three phases. The period between now and game time, we'll go through a phase where it's a little bit like preseason practice or spring practice, where we're just trying to hone our skills a little bit, get back into a groove and try to get some rhythm and tempo, get our fundamentals where they need to be. And then we'll go through a game week simulation and then do the same thing once we get down there. We'll travel after that first game week simulation.
First, coming off the season, we typically have kind of a recovery block, where the guys that have played a lot have an opportunity to get their feet back underneath them and recover from some of their nicks and what have you. Then there's a strength conditioning block. We're into some Devo practice on the weekends. Awesome opportunity to work with our young guys.
As far as injuries, Drake Kulik and Greg Mabin will be inactive during the bowl game due to fractures. Cole Croston will be back at practice tonight after missing several games. And Manny Rugamba, someone we saw go down in the Nebraska game, is day-to-day. Turning back to the past, the University of Iowa volleyball team made history as the team recorded the most wins in the last 22 years, as well as setting a new attendance record. Zach Mackey caught up with head coach Von Szymanski as he had a break from recruiting and building for next season to take a look back at what his team accomplished.
Here with the head coach of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Coach Von Szymanski, after a fantastic season, Coach, and just reflecting back now, you've had a little bit of time. What sticks out to you throughout your season?
Yeah, sometimes you need to step back for a second to just realize the success and accomplishment that we were able to achieve. And, it's so easily measured by wins and losses by so many people. And so you can't deny that we had a lot of improvement. But I think the best part was just really enjoying that journey and watching some of our younger players grow, watching some of our role players become really dominant players. And so many exciting wins and opportunities out there for us in the Big Ten. And, there's just no doubt about it that our league continues to show that they're the strongest in the country. We had the top 3 seeds in the NCAA tournament, 1, 2, 3. 2 of them made it to the Final Four. So the depth, the challenge, the opportunity, they're all there. They'll be right there waiting for us next year, too. And so really excited about our group returning.
How about, some signature wins along the way as well? Wins over Purdue, a ranked Illinois team at the time, taking even the number 3 team, Minnesota, to a 5th set. I mean, there were definitely some highlights, a couple of matches going back.
Yeah, ranked wins are always great. Beating ranked Purdue or ranked Illinois, or going toe-to-toe with Minnesota, who's in the Final Four right now. Really fun moments. That's the beauty of being in this league.
Obviously, wins get the fans excited. 19 wins, the most since 1994, dating back in history. But you also had a record that I know you're proud of, too, the attendance record against Nebraska, having the most since a while ago here in Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Yeah, that's our largest attendance ever when we had our match against Nebraska, and our marketing group and our ticketing group group. Everybody worked so hard to make that happen, and but the bottom line is our team worked hard to make it happen because people want to come and watch us compete now. They believe we're going to win. We had a great homestand this year, night in and night out. So all those are growth indications for our program, and we said we can't just focus on one thing. We have to be willing to focus on all the components, and attendance is a big thing for us.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a fantastic season, and best of luck in the future.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
If you want to catch the full interview with Coach Szymanski and Zach Mackey, check out our Daily Iowan YouTube page. The Iowa cheerleading squad has added a few additions to their team in the past 2 years. Alyssa Odell tells us more.
Male cheerleading has become an increasingly popular epidemic in the college world. As for the University of Iowa Spirit squads, the male population continues to grow, even leaving them with 2 male captains, Tanner Wilson and Sam Farrell. The Iowa male cheerleaders came from several unique backgrounds and experiences when it came down to trying out for the squad.
You know, in high school I cheered for football too, and the crowd is 400 or 500 people, and coming into the games at Kinnick and there's 71,000 people, and they're all just ecstatic because the Hawks actually always have a chance of winning every game that they play.
Well, my dorm neighbor was on the Spirit squad, and I thought that was pretty cool, but I really just wanted him to teach me a backflip, so he brought me to an open gym. Tried it out and it went pretty well, and then found out that the team that year was lacking boys, so they actually offered me to stick with them and work with them and ultimately get a spot on the team.
My friends said that I'd be a good candidate for cheerleading, so I thought, why the heck not? And so I tried it, ended up really liking it, so I've been doing it ever since.
Aside from all the differences between the men of the Iowa Spirit squad, they all maintain one thing in common, and that is their enthusiasm as well as their hard work as members of the team.
It takes a lot of repetition to get muscle memory and get your body used to it, get past all the aches and I don't know if I should do this anymore, but...
Finally, they tell us some of their most memorable experiences that the male cheerleading world has given them at the University of Iowa.
The friendships for sure. And they're really not even friendships, they're basically family now. You don't think that you're going to get as close people as you do. And, a new group of 5-10 people come in every year and you're like, they're just a group of new people, but you really do attach.
Reporting from the field house, this is Alyssa Odell, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Those guys plus the rest of the team will be at the Outback Bowl plus at Nationals in early January. The Iowa women's swimming and diving team swept Big Ten honors this week after defeating Iowa State in the Cyhawk Series on Friday night. Senior Emma Sogstad earned Big Ten Swimmer of the Week after placing first in 4 different events. Freshman Thelma Strainberg garnered Diver of the Week when she posted 2 NCAA qualifying scores in the 1 and 3 meter springboard. And freshman Hannah Burville was named Freshman of the Week for her performance, capturing 4 first-place finishes just like Sogstad. The Hawkeyes traveled to South Bend for a double duel against Illinois and Notre Dame after the holidays on January 12th. For the men's and women's gymnastic teams, their seasons have barely even started and they're already getting noticed. For the women, Angel Metcalf and Molly Drenth were named to the Big Ten watch list, while Dylan Ellsworth and Austin Hodges were named to the list for the men. The women start their season January 8th at Northern Illinois and the men on January 14th in Chicago. Make sure to stick with Daily Iowan TV, Daily Iowan TV sports crew in the spring for gymnastic updates, plus all other Iowa sports. There's also 7 graduating seniors on that football team as well, so I'm assuming a lot of different athletes graduating tomorrow, so congrats to all of them. For my last time in the Daily Iowan TV sports studio, I'm Taylor Brooks. Noah, back to you.
Fall graduation ceremonies are taking place tonight and this weekend. Go to registrar.uiowa.edu to find out where and when you or your student's graduation ceremony will take place. We have a lot of graduating seniors here at the Daily Iowan, and we would just like to wish them the best as they move on in their lives and their careers. So that does it for our Friday morning edition of Daily Iowan TV. Don't forget to check out the Daily Iowan to find out all your latest news. And just so you know, this is our last program of the semester. From all of us here at Daily Iowan TV, thanks for watching, and we'll see you right back here at the start of the spring semester. I'm Noah Gowdy. See you in spring 2017.